Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're talking Loossemble today, and if you were here for my end of year flip through this year, you will know that my Loossemble binder is really big and there's too much stuff in this. So it's finally time to give them an additional binder. And I finally caved and I shelled out for the A4 Plus extra wide and the 15 pocket pages. So Loosemble's gonna have two different binders now. And I figure we can put some of the sets that make sense to be in threes in the huge, massive binder. I also got, you can see at the beginning, I have this variety pack of the A4 Plus extra wide, different sizes pages. So there's 1 pocket, 2 pockets, 6 pocket, and 5 pockets. I don't really know what is going to fit in any of these, but I like to get the variety pack when I get a new size of binder to see what I can store in them. So I figure we can also do that today. I can show you my box of shame, as I like to call it, which is the box of miscellaneous large inclusions that I don't have a good storage solution for yet, so they just live in this Dreamcatcher merch box. There's a lot. There's also just pages over here that I'm not happy with how they're stored now, so I just don't have them in my binders. Yeah, it's a lot. But let's figure out Loossemble first and figure out which sets are gonna go in the 3 pockets and then which can stay in the binder that they're already in. I feel like I really can't undersell how big this binder is. Like it's very large. Like even just compared to the one I have now. So I don't have like a firm idea of what's going in each binder. My goal is just to put the sets that make sense as 3 into these binders. So a lot of the album card sets, I think, will go in this binder. And then like other stuff, merch sets, pobs, and stuff like that, that only has 2 per set can stay in this binder. There's also obviously like large inclusion stuff that can stay in here, unless it does fit in the other pages. Kind of hoping the postcards do fit in those 5 pockets, because that would be a cool way to display all 5 members on the one page. But we'll find out. So I think we're gonna leave this first page in here for right now. But I think we're gonna do album cards in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Ever Music right now, but for the regular photo book album cards, I wanna do those like on a single page. Okay, so there's 3 sets of cards per version. And with this first era, they didn't really do like themes or like poses, so the members aren't posed in a specific way. So I think we're just gonna kind of see what everyone is doing and go from there. It's closer. So here's the vision of having them all on one page, and I think it does look really good. As insanely big as this binder is, I do think it's gonna look really good for Loossemble for their sets that have 3 per version or outfit or whatever. Okay, so here's the first page, all sleeved. All of the album cards come together. So I think what I'm gonna do is we can go through all this together, talk about what we're gonna put in here, and then I'm gonna pause, take all the cards that we talked about out of here and put them into here, because that takes a long time. And quite frankly, I don't have enough to talk about during it, so we can figure out what we're gonna do though. So for this one, we need this set. We'll leave the Ever Music in there for now, and this one can come out. This is the Dream version, I think. the wish version, the dream version, and then the space version. You'd think I'd know that by this point, but I definitely do not. So that's, I guess it was just called Loossemble. I'm going to call it sensitive just to differentiate. So these are from the showcase. I think I'm going to leave these together even though they're not the same outfit, just because they are both from the showcase and I'd like to have them together. We should at some point test the postcards, but we'll do that in the second half of this. This is where it gets complicated because, like, I have this really weird smattering of pobs where, like, they definitely have other pobs in these outfits, but I don't know if I have a bunch of them. Because, like, the sunflower pobs and these pobs are in the same outfit. I know there's a bunch in these, but I think I only have those. So we might just be leaving a bunch of the pobs in until I get more sets to kind of figure out what's going on. Because, like, I know there's a million pobs in all of the album outfits. I just don't have a ton of them. So we can do, that's all pobs. So these are from the fan kit. And I think I might actually move these because there's this set, because there was 2 cards per member for those. That can stay in here for now. And then there's also this binder set, which is in the same outfits. So I think I'm gonna put those all on a page together. So that can be on another page. These are from. So we can shove those back in there for now. These are the only 2 I have in this outfit, so those can stay together with the rest of the Loossemble merch. Season's greetings. Okay, one of a kind era. So this is all the Ever Music concept. I kind of really like both of these far away ones being together. I wonder if there's another. This is a pob, this is Everline, and this is one of the selfies. Do I have another set of something in those outfits? Oh, I do. I have, oh, this is gonna be obnoxious. So I do have these, I think they're Hello Live pobs. There's also the Make Star, question mark? Yes, Make Star pobs that I also have in those outfits. I think these are too blue for the color scheme of the rest of them, because this is like, it's a really warm toned concept and I think the blue is too different. So since I have these Hello Live ones, let's go with those and we can make that a page. We'll just slot that back in there for now. Okay, I'm gonna leave this one in there. Then we get to album versions. So for all the album versions, there were 3 selfies per member, and then there were just 10 unit cards, which means we could do all of the selfies in this binder and then unit cards on one page. I know there's a ton of other unit cards that were like benefit cards. I have like a handful of them, but not enough to like justify putting them in this binder. So we'll just have one page of the units. So there's all of the selfies, and then for the units, I can slot these in the top one. And now we have a full page of units. So we'll have that for each concept. Okay, night version units. I have this random pob set. I'm just gonna shove it back on here. We can figure out like the consolidation after we've gotten everything out that we want. The Dawn version with this unit that I'm still missing. If anyone has it, hit me up on Instagram. This is merch. So these were the benefits. I think this was one of the L holders. This was another one. I might actually do these with the EverMusic versions instead of the ones where they're holding it, just because like I feel like it'll go more. So what if we take those out? I take this set out to go with the EverMusic versions. I'll leave these in here for now. Light stick stuff. These kind of work in the 2 pattern. We're gonna have to figure out something because I did not take out as many pages as I was hoping to. So we have the Uplink Station tour cards, and then the VIP cards are in the back. I think it will be better because all of the TTYL cards I have, most of them will go in here, but I think we still need to figure out how to get sets out of this binder. So I'll be back once I've transferred all of these into the bigger sleeves and we'll reevaluate and discuss. Okay, I'm back like 4 days later with a really janky patch job on my broken thumbnail, the sun, and the motivation to finish this. So let's do this. So when I left you, I was putting these in the sleeves. They are all in now. So here's album cards. This is from the crew kit and then the binder from that merch. One of a kind. And the last album cards. So that's everything that's in here currently. And I have determined that like we did take some stuff out of here. Like there's actually room to put more pages in this binder, which is good, but I think we can do better. We can make more improvements. So I think my next plan was to take the EverMusic cards from this first mini album and take some POB sets and make some more pages in this binder, which means we'd have 3 more pages. Large inclusions can still stay in this binder because these are still the best pages for them, I think. I think I'm gonna leave this in here still, but we can figure out other sets to do with the rest of these EverMusic cards. Which I guess I could just do a page with the EverMusic card because there are 3 sets, but I feel like there's other sets I have that could go with them. Because we do have these 2 Everline sets, which are Wish and Space versions, I think. So we could definitely take these and add to the sets. So that can go with this set, which I think is the Dream version. That one can go with the Wish set. I also think I wanted to do all of these Hello Live ones on a single page, and then we can take this one and put this one with the Wish set as well. So we have at least this one. So we have the K-Town For You heart set. This is the Everline. I don't remember if this was the photo book or the EverMusic version. Then we have the EverMusic cards. I think I'm gonna do hearts in the middle. We can put these at the bottom. I feel like this is kind of a hot take, but I really don't love the egg cards. They've never been my favorite cards. I don't understand the hype around them. And then the Everline set. So there's that one, which we can put after this one. I guess we'll do outfits all together in this binder. I don't think I have a ton in this. Is it the Dream version? I think it's the Dream version because I have the Ever Music cards. Then I know there's this Sarang Hello set. But I think that's kind of it for that outfit, or at least of the cards that I have. I'm sure there's more because there were a ton of pops for this. What if we did sunflowers on this page? I know they're in technically the same outfits as these cards, but like I feel like the colors of these will go with this, perhaps. So I guess to stick with the trend, we can go album cards on bottom. Okay. Do we want to do birds on top? Yeah, I think I like that. So we'll do this one on top. Okay, so there's that page. Then we have to figure out what we can do with this concept. So we have those two in the actual outfits. I also have back here, I have this From set, which I kind of think might work. This is one of those things where, like, if I get more sets, this can be rearranged. But I feel like that's cute. So since I saw you last, one of my goals this year, I didn't list it in like a collecting goal because it's not a collecting goal, but is to like actually listen to more releases this year. I feel like I used to listen to a lot more releases, and I just haven't in the past couple years. So it's my goal to actually, at least like for title tracks, to listen to them when they come out. So in the past couple days, I've been listening to more of them for January. I'm not gonna lie, I've listened to mostly the girl group ones at this point, because some of my least favorite K-pop music, to be honest, is like, how do I describe this? Like mid-tier company boy group songs. I don't know how to describe that, but there's like a vibe that comes with it, and it's typically not my favorite sound. So I mostly went and listened to all the girl group music that came out in January. And I feel like for me, the standouts of the month were definitely GFriend's Season of Memories, which I could be wrong. I haven't listened to a lot of GFriend music in a while, but like that definitely samples one of their other songs, right? I can't figure out which one it is because I haven't gone back to figure it out, but like it definitely samples their older music, doesn't it? One of like my personal weird K-pop lore facts is actually when I first got into K-pop back in really early 2018, one of the first songs I heard that got me into K-pop, obviously besides Gangnam Style back in whenever that came out, I heard that one obviously. But one of the first songs I heard back in 2018 when I actually got into the music was GFriend's Time for the Moon Night. And I don't love all their stuff, but like I have very fond memories of GFriend because of that. Now we have to consolidate all this. What if we also do this one? With these two on a 3-page. One of my other favorites from the month, like added to the playlist kind of favorite of the month, was Minnie from G-Idol. Her is such a good song. I have yet to listen to the rest of her mini album, but usually once I like the title track, I will go seek out the rest of the mini album. And like, I know sometimes there are B-sides that are better than the title track, but if the title track is like what you're selling me and I don't like it, there's very little incentive for me to go listen to the rest of the album. But I definitely do intend to go back and listen to the rest of her mini album because Her was very good. I did also listen to both of Ive's songs. I don't follow them enough to know what was going on. I think Rebel Heart was the pre-release, and then was Attitude the actual title track? I don't know. I listened to both of those songs though. And I don't know, just since like their first little trilogy of single albums was really good. What was that, 11, After Like, and Love Dive? I liked those. I don't think I've connected with an Ive song since then, but I do still keep trying. I always like to think one day we'll be reunited. Who knows? As far as one of a kind pobs, I think I'm just gonna leave most of them in here. For the most part, the ones I have are pretty different. So I think that the two pockets just work for them right now. So we'll just leave it like this for now. I think the other song that I listened to this month was Glow Up by Reseen. I don't follow a lot of these groups to know if this is a pre-release single or a comeback or a special single. I don't know. It was on the playlist I found of 2025 K-pop comebacks on Spotify. I just listened to it. And I feel like I know a lot of people are talking about them, but I felt the same way about their other stuff from last year. There's something about it that's not connecting for me, and I don't know what it is. But like, I want to like them a lot more than I do. Their stuff just hasn't connected for me yet. So I think for right now, I think this is probably everything that I'm gonna move into this binder. Everything else kind of fits really well. I'll probably, when we store TTYL, I think I might move these, but we'll see. I don't know. That's a future date problem. So we're just gonna leave it in here for now and call it good for moving stuff around. But we definitely like reduced the amount of stuff in this binder. Like this was a lot of pages that we took out. Let's see if we can figure out what these other pages are actually sized for. Okay, so we've got 4 different page size options. So there's 1 pocket, 2 pocket, 5 pocket, 6 pocket. And I do know one thing that I'm super excited to put in these 1 pockets. I'm still gonna have to get backboards for them because they're like too small for these, but too big for literally everything else I own, is these stupidly sized Moonshot tour posters. They fit in these pockets, and I'm so excited because they have been sitting in my desk for far too long at this point. So I would like to get some like poster board or something from Michael's and then mount these, and these can finally go in something. I also have space for this. This was the back of the mouse pad from Loosemble's One of a Kind, so I just stuck that on the back of Chetty because there's only 5 members. But these finally get to go somewhere. I'm so excited. I'm annoyed that I have to find mounting boards still, but at least they fit in these sleeves, which at this point is all I'm asking for. Okay, so now I can show you my pile/box of shame, as I like to call it. This is stuff that is technically, this stuff on top is obviously in sleeves. I'm just not happy with it. And then everything in this box is just a big old pile of stuff. It's just a bunch of weird shaped large inclusions. There's like all kinds of stuff in here. There's, I mean, every group I collect is in here. There's IDs, there's tarot cards, there's posters, there's just all kinds of stuff in here. It's basically the box for stuff I would like to store one day, but I have not found a satisfactory, in my mind, way to store it. So you don't get to see it in videos. So when I bought this multi-pack, I was really hoping that these 6 pockets were going to work for stuff that's like these Ultra Pro 4 pocket sizes. And they're kind of too big. Like I would have to mount all of those too. And I don't think I want to do that. So what I think I want to do is, I'd love to get Meow Cafe. I don't know if they even do these. Do they do A4 normal sized 4 pockets? I don't even know. I'd also like to get better pockets for this set. I have the Luniverse, I don't even remember what this is called. It's this set, and I have all 12 members. The only pockets I have though for these are these really crappy Office Depot ones that are super cloudy and like kind of flimsy. And I don't even know if Meow Cafe has just like normal A4 size stuff. I don't think I've ever bought any of their normal A4 sized pages. I'm just much more interested in their like different options. So I might have to look into that because I also have these, which I'm not happy with. Oh, I also have the and Kinos stored like this, but again, I don't know what to do with those. So then there's stuff that this like Ultra Pro 3 pockets fit kind of. And I know stuff like this also fits in the A4 plus 4 pockets. So I think I will move these odd eye circle ones to the Artemis binder, just so it's more together. Because I've just never liked this 3 pocket layout because I don't like that one of them is turned. Is it petty? Yes. For these 6 pockets, I actually think these stickers from this concert will fit in here. Oh, they do. Do these? Nope, they're slightly too big. Okay, so these go back in this page until I have a solution. And there's also the 5 pocket, which I think is the same size as the 3 pocket Ultra Pro and the 4 pocket A4 Plus. I don't know how these open. Okay, so these are side, and then these are these also side loading? Ooh, I don't know if I like that. I think they should have made that top loading. But I have like this card, which would fit in here. I have other stuff. This is gonna fall out so easily from this pocket. They should have made that top loading. So that stuff like fits in there. I don't think I'm super pleased with how it fits in there, but it does. So the stuff like that fits in there. I think for some of these things, I'm gonna eventually have to accept that I'm never gonna find a solution that's gonna make it perfect in my brain, because I don't know what to do with film strips that are this size, to be honest. I've never found a page that fits them. And like these Luna Summer Package film strips are so tall. These 2 pockets, however, do fit the concert slogan size really well. I don't know what else to put on that one, but I do have 2 Artemis ones. So maybe I'll just stick one on the back. I still don't know what to do with these Golden Hour Part 2 postcards. They're so weirdly big, and I don't know why KQ did this. Like, I have no idea what they could possibly fit in. So I just continue to put them in this box. That's really what this box is just like putting off storing things for down the line. These 2 postcards are also just like slightly too big. So yeah, these 5 pockets, really just anything that fits in the big A4 plus 4 pockets also fits in these, so they must be the same size. I still don't have a good solution for these Polaroids either. They're such a weird size. I need companies to come together and be like, okay, we're gonna pick like 3 sizes of things and we're just gonna do that from now on. It's like they fit in there, but there's way too much space in there. I still, sadly, don't have a solution for these tarot cards. That's still just like too much space. The problem is I know I could mount all of these things, but the problem is I don't want to. Like I want things to just fit in sleeves and to not have to waste a bunch of cardstock and tabs mounting stuff if I don't have to. Which is why this box exists, so I can just continue putting off storing any of these things. One day, one of these companies is gonna give me an ID page, and it's gonna be an incredible day. We're gonna store so many IDs all at once. I don't even know what this is. Why is that in there? I still need to cut up the things from these QR albums as well. I'll get to that eventually. Until then, they go right back in the box. So there's a couple things that fit in these pages, not as much as I would have liked. Like I wish these 6 pockets were like slightly smaller pages. I know that wouldn't work in the binder, but there's just so the sizes I want that just don't exist right now. But we keep getting new sized pages, so who knows? They'll exist one day probably. Anyway, thank you so much for coming along on this video with me. Thanks for helping me split up Loossemble a little bit. We're gonna start doing storing photo cards again, so I think next week I'm gonna split it up into 2. I'm gonna do Loossemble in one because I have a lot of Loossemble cards, and then we'll do everyone else in another one. So you get 2 whole weeks of storing photo cards starting next week. See you guys next time.